Whew. Take a deep breath with me, Pisces. In through your nose and out through your mouth. The outside energy is just like, I don't know if it's the astrology this week with Mars and the moon and all this, but it's hype. It's heightened energy, and I'm feeling it, and I know you are probably too. If you're not, you're gonna be. Or perhaps we were. Now, I started off with my Cosmo Oracle deck, and on the bottom of the deck we start off with the spark in reverse. So the spark in reverse, it's like the spark within, and it's like a lot of what we were talking about, like finding the soul, the true purpose, and not to worry, like to find the soulist, or find the, perhaps it is like to be alone. And I said the soulless oracle. She has a message, I guess. Should we just open up the book? Yep, the book is right here. For Pisces, the marathon, and it makes me think of the rabbit and the hare, the tortoise and the hare. It says, can't go forward, can't go back, running as fast as I can, getting nowhere. And it is number 47, the marathon, and it almost reminds me of the Two of Pentacles or the Magician, as like as above, so below, or as if we're like balancing two things or going through a change. It says you have reacted without thinking, and now you're having to face the negative consequences of your actions. Something is going on deep within you. You need to shut down those little voices and calm yourself. How funny. So maybe if it's not going on around you, maybe it is going on deep within you. Because remember how I was like starting this, like deep breath, be calm with me, get calm with me. Stop being so defensive. Oh wait, things have gotten way out of hand, and you're only contributing to more unwanted grief and pain. Stop being so defensive and become more aware of all the different possibilities which could exist. Somehow the truth has gotten misconstrued, and you need to clear the air. Let this card be a sign that you are running in the wrong direction. You control your happiness, so don't let your life get out of whack because of your foolish actions. Sometimes we misjudge a particular situation or person. It happens. You just need to think about things a little more and look at them from a different viewpoint. If you're feeling lost, be open to suggestions or advice from people around you. Sometimes we misread the truth because we're too caught up in our own emotions, causing us to act irrationally. It's challenging when we have to listen to criticism because we feel like we're being judged by another person, but it might be exactly what you need at this particular time in your life. When you are relaxed, ponder all aspects of what they might be suggesting. Stop the damage before it becomes irreversible. You can get back on track. Just be mindful of the situation. Take a deep breath, slow down, and think wisely. You will find your way to the truth. And it reminds me of the Hercules story and him fighting his shadow, and that is tied to the black sun in reverse right underneath the spark. So it's like, okay, this is the spark, and I see this spark, like this is the round, like this is the spark, and these little crumbles are the shadow. And when I lift up this spark, we have the treasure. So it's as if this spark ignites this, which causes the shadow to see itself. It's like, okay, the shadow sees that there's a shadow, or perhaps the higher version sees that it's like there's a spark in the internal seeing that we have a shadow, and there's a fortune in this shadow. It's as if there's a fortune in the spark underneath, and this lets go. And this free will in reverse is telling me that no matter what happens, it's destined. Like what's for you is never going to miss you. What's for you is never going to be not with you. You know what I'm saying? Not for you. So on both of the sides of the black sun in reverse, you have on the left side, you have the alchemist, and on the right side, you have the cosmic web. So the alchemist in reverse, instead of taking one thing and mixing another thing to create a whole new thing, we got to take something out. There's something missing, and it revolves around this shadow. It's as if we take something out, we see it missing. Perhaps it's the light that forms the shadow, lets us see something like this. Perhaps it's the shadow that helps us see what needs to be taken out. Either way, this cosmic web is letting us know that it's all connected. It's all connected. This is an intrinsic web here that it's all connected, and it reminds me of like these sparks here. It's like this is the spark before the shadow, and perhaps this is how we find it, through our cosmic web, through our birth chart, through the reflection or projection of you or someone else, your shadow. This is digging deep, and we are actually doing I am doing a whole video about the soul's magic, about the esoteric astrology, how to find our soul's purpose through our birth chart, you know. And this is the esoteric astrology versus regular everyday astrology, the traditional astrology. This is going way deeper, and what's different is esoteric astrology is more for you if you reach some kind of awakening or have gone through some kind of enlightenment. This is some kind of change that really is reaching, it's an enlightenment, and really is revealing, like looking at this evolutionary process of this is like your soul sign, and really looking at your rising sign through like the higher soul's viewpoint is getting us closer to our higher soul's purpose. It's bringing us a more in-depth, higher meaning, revealing the soul's intention. This is selfless, higher love. Whereas the traditional astrology focuses on the ego, the personality, your appearance, your expression, the way you express yourself, where esoteric astrology is really based on consciousness and, like I said, selflessness and higher understanding. You know, we're waking up. You know, the rising sign, it's on the east, and this is where the spirit resides, you know? All right, let's see for Pisces. Remember when I said it's like the Two of Pentacles, this choice or this change? Okay, so we definitely have the Queen of Wands here, dipping her magical wand and creating this light, which reminds me of the prisms, the 7 rays of light. And this is connected back to this time period where we did that 7 rays of light. You know, perhaps this time period is closing, or we're connecting a part of that with the 8 of Cups. This is telling me that we are walking away from some kind of situation, and this is the brave spark within us to walk away. You know, the Queen of Wands, she does what she wants, how she wants to do it, and no one's stopping her, you know. She's getting it. You know, we're coming from the 5 of Pentacles, and this is in reverse, where we're finally coming in out of the cold. And this, we've been working on this for a long time. It's like the longer we work on it, the more connections we're building, the more resources we have, the more mind, it's like the mental, and it's like really connecting with all the different symbols, you know, the symbols of the mind. And perhaps that's what the Queen of Wands, you know, that's what she does. She helps us decode symbols. It's almost like she's here helping you decode this symbol, bringing all the different colors, all the different rays, all the different 7, you know, these 7 rays of wisdom to some kind of attention. Now, on the cosmic web, we receive the 7 of Swords in reverse, which it's clear to see that if you follow the stars. You know, even the Bible will tell you, the Quran will tell you, all the holy scriptures will tell you, the Sumerians will tell you,
Buddha will tell you, Jesus Christ will tell you.
Everything points to this cosmic web, that you can follow the trails to the cosmic web since they were founded. And they say, oh, you can't predict the future, you can't predict what's going to happen. All these stars, all these planets, they move the same ways. You know what I'm saying? Like Venus every year and a half switches signs. What is it? Uranus every 7 years switches sign. Pluto's a generational planet, so a whole bunch of people that were born in one area, one generation, all have the same Pluto sign. It changes once every 20 years. So you know what's going to where and how it affects you, if you know what's going to be where and when, it's like, this is what you do. It's like, follow the cosmic web, or follow the way to the light, follow the stars to the light. This is what takes us here. Now on the black sun, we have this in reverse, meaning that this is something in the deep subconscious, something we're unaware of, something not yet known. And it's the Nine of Swords in reverse. I'm hearing in your head, zombie, zombie. That song, you know, in your head. And these are like all the zombies in your head, but it's almost like they're no longer coming at you. You can finally sleep. It's like the nightmares are over. No more restless nights. It's as if it's like really coming out of this anxiety, stress, nightmares. And I see these earthworms, these snakes, and the snake's biting the other snake, and it's all this very plutonic energy. Even though I think the Nine of Swords is Gemini energy. What is it? The third deacon or second deacon of Aquarius? I was right the first time. Nine of Swords is the second deacon of Gemini. And this is really looking at what's different. What's different from, you know how people say, oh, we're going to figure out this and this by figuring out what's the same. But this is this. We're going to figure this out by what's different. And on the alchemy, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. And both of these are holding the fire. This fire is what's in here, and this other fire is what's lit up. It's almost as if there needs to be a separation of these two fires. Like I said, it's like something needs to be extracted with the two. With the two of Wands. Like I said, there's like drama all around. Outside energy, super house. This is like this for you. Now, I wanted to see this Two of Wands because the one's screaming out like there's a message here for us. And I opened up right to the Three of Wands. So perhaps this is like fire get burnt type of situation. This is what we're trying to avoid, perhaps, or what we're trying to heal. Now, two people play with fire. They do so with their backs to one another. It's as if they are students learning how to control the flames. One girl looks over her shoulder to the other. Two snails press their bodies together. Controlling the small fires is a challenge these two girls face. One has dropped their fire on the ground while the other still holds theirs. Which one has better control? Each girl has a unique relationship with the fire. They could discuss what they are doing with one another, but they do not. This card suggests that collaboration can produce better results than attempting to do it alone. Learning, planning for the future, testing out discoveries. And being that it's in reverse and this alchemist is in reverse, this is really saying that now's the time to be alone. Now's the time to do it alone. Now's the time to free yourself from all the other outside energies and really do it alone, you know? The 9, the 7, the 2, the 5 in reverse. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse is breaking free from the codependency, breaking free from all this. These are all saying, you know, be brave, you can do it alone. He's walking away alone, you know. And the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands, you got the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and now the Justice. This came up in today's collective reading. And this is really about finding the center, finding your center.
Perhaps Libra's reading will be helpful.
You know, the fulcrum of the scales, this even balance. All right. Pisces. Let's see. We have a recognized opportunity with the Page of Coins. Let's see what this tarot deck has to say about the cosmic web. Take it one step deeper in this trail of happiness. The black web. We got the 9 of Swords again on the black sun, and I said the black web. So perhaps the black web, the black sun, is this web, the shadows of the web, and this is really reliving the past trauma. And perhaps this is what we have to do in order to see the trauma, is to relive it. And this is telling you to do so, like piece by piece, perhaps piece by piece. You see how this whole sun, black hole sun, is being, you know, all these pieces are creating the shadow or creating the blackness, and this tells me like a little piece at a time. And it really makes me think of the story, like I said, of Hercules, what we told on the live today about really getting the shadow. He wanted to get the shadow, and there was a metaphor. You know, Hercules had a goal. He had to be tested. You know, Scorpio, he had to do the test around the whole zodiac. He had to go through each sign. He had to go through each test of each sign until he got to the end. And the Almighty, or the presumable one, or whatever they called him, the subjective one, I forget what they called him, the Almighty One, meaning his higher conscience, you know, or perhaps God, whatever you believe in. But he was told to go to this deserted land and to catch this 9-headed fire-breathing dragon, meaning metaphorically his shadow, right? So he was trying to find it, couldn't find this dragon anywhere. He's like, where the hell is this fire-breathing dragon? He couldn't find it, and then he started to smell something. So he followed his nose to this horrible stench, what led to the swamp, and he's like, oh, well, this seems like somewhere the dragon might be. So, you know, he followed his senses to where he thought his shadow would be, and he looked over and seen a cave. And at the entrance of the cave, he saw the butt of the 9-headed fire-breathing dragon. It was a hybrid. And he said to the dragon, yo, wake up, you know, trying to wake this sleeping dragon. Dragon didn't do anything. Never responded, never woke up. So he starts poking it with the stick, you know. He didn't wake up, he starts throwing. First he starts throwing rocks at it. Doesn't budge. He starts poking it, still doesn't budge. Then he remembered about the special arrow, you know, the arrow of will, the same arrow in Sagittarius, arrow of ambition, I want to wake this dragon. And when he shot that arrow, boy, did that dragon awaken so fierce, like, what are you doing? Come and attack him. And right away Hercules beheaded him with a sword, and out popped 2 more heads. So he chopped off the next head, and then 2 more heads sprouted. He kept on doing it. Cut, sprout, cut, sprout, cut, sprout. You hear this big, huge, fire-breathing dragon with all these 50 million heads now is in front of him, and he remembers, kneel and yield. This was one of his clues, kneel and yield. So he kneeled and yielded. And at the time where in this silence where he was yielding and kneeling, he said, oh, he had an idea to get it from within, to get it from underneath. So he grabbed that 50-headed fire-breathing dragon at this time from underneath the dirty swamp, put it up in the air and put it in the sun. And the longer he sat in the sun, the more it just melted and disintegrated and disappeared. And it's really reminding me of this. It's like when we do this is like the treasure and the freedom, you know, the gifts, the abundance and the freedom we feel, you know. It's like weaving these dreams from the cosmic web, fixing our soul. And this is a butterfly effect. I see when you do this, it's like affecting the whole collective. It's like you heal, everybody heals. And on the cosmic web, the 2 that came out is the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups in order like that. 9, 10, bing, boom. This is abundance, happiness. Nothing better than this. And I really believe that this is where we're heading to, like a dream come true under the rainbow, this prism. It really reminded me of this because in the beginning, it's like we're fearing this. We're fearing this change with the Fool in reverse, or perhaps we did do something foolish, or we're dealing with someone who has done something foolish, and now we're taking that out. It's like we're taking this out. Like I said, with the Alchemist in reverse, instead of mixing 2 things together, it's as if we're taking something out of the equation to create something new. It's like this is what we're learning with the Page of Pentacles, and perhaps it's in the unseen realm, you know, the moon. This is all about the dreams. This is all you, Pisces, you know, Cancer, Scorpio, all these water signs. You know, perhaps Scorpio and Cancer are really connected to this. With all of this, Cups energy is really you, though, Pisces. Your cards, the 2nd and 3rd Deacon in Pisces, where your wishes come true. And it's like you reach some kind of loving completion. It's like everybody gets some. Look, all these cups. It's like you're feeling all these cups, and it's like now you have all these cups. It's like you have extra. All these dreams come true. You get that and some. That's why it's like, don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This is the soul's journey to complete this, to find the shadow, you know, to really uncover who we really are, you know, the true soul's expression, dropping the ego. And yeah, I hope this was helpful, Pisces. And yeah, we're coming into the Queen of Coins, the Strength in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse, and the 8 of Swords in reverse. So we are finally freeing ourselves from this mental thing. It's like we were lost. We didn't have any motivation, but we're returning to our consciousness. We're returning motivation. We're finding. It's like we're going from this uncontrolled mindset where we weren't grounded and really up in the air to this really grounded way. Perhaps we do have to go back to find the missing piece, and it's really reminding me today of today's live. It was called Who Looks Outside Dreams, Who Looks Inside Awakes by Carl Jung. So yeah. Check it out. Love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. If you want to join the tribe, you can check down below for more information on membership. And if you like the personal reading, hit up my email. Yeah, join us for a live. I'd love to see you there. Love you guys. Thank you.